Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined by Ronan McNamara.
How are we?
I'm flying.
I know you're
In great form. Brilliant.
celebrating draws. That's just, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
No. We've had some week now. It's been a great week for the mighty Leeds. I'd be taken away in a straitjacket if someone told me this time last week Leeds would be facing into a game against Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool, and they'd score 8 goals and take 4 points. So listen, you take it when you do. We'll go out against Brentford, Forest and West Ham and throw it all away again. But no, listen, we're fighting. That's all that matters. How are you keeping? Are you playing any golf?
I was up until sort of the last couple of weeks or so. The weather's been terrible.
Yeah.
And then a bit of a neck problem for myself last weekend as well. So I've been going to the range a good bit, but not getting on the course.
Yeah, no, I've been... We've had a few recordings over the last few weeks with interviews you've done. I've been doing a bit of travelling here, there and everywhere. And just back from Quinta del Lago last week actually was savage.
Well, for some.
Get a bit of heat away with a few lads. Played 5 games in 4 days, 5.5 games in 4 days over there. Like, crammed a lot of golf in.
And you still got the page plan done for the mag.
Still got that. Listen.
You're under fire for that.
a man of many talents. But no, it was good to get away into a bit of heat. But yeah, back to reality with this now. But all good. No, there was some good golf to look forward to, I suppose, before we get stuck into that. Big shout out to Flowgas for sponsoring the pod. Visit flowgas.ie for all your household, commercial or business plans. Come on, give me some stuff. What do Flowgas have?
Gas, electricity, solar.
Oh yes, straight out the gate this time, celebrating. Full ekateki with that one. Yeah, gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders, LPG, anything power you want. Flowgas got you covered. We are always on about it on this podcast. They sponsor and support golf at every level in Ireland. You'll see them on the sleeves of some of our up-and-coming pros, and they sponsor some of the Golf Ireland Championships as well. So if you are up for renewal with any of your gas, electricity, household or commercial business plans, do give Flowgas a go. Visit flowgas.ie and have a look. Just give them a chance. They'll match what you have. I'm pretty confident they'll do you a good deal, and they do have some good offers on this time of the year as well. So flowgas.ie. Right. We've a good few tournaments to get through. Like, there's a few professional tournaments. Not much happening in the amateur scene.
There's the new schedule for next year, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit.
Still a Q school season.
Yeah,
around the globe as well.
We're nearly there, so we might as well. We'll go down under. We'll go the furthest away first, because I suppose even with the world's best sort of spread across the globe in other events all across the last week, there's no doubt in my mind anyway, Royal Melbourne playing first on a firm golf course that was on the edge, the nuances, the setup. They didn't even cut the greens one of the days. It was that windy and breezy. It was just a fine line between hitting a good shot and leaving yourself in 3-putt territory on a really well-designed golf course. No question for me, the tournament of the week served up a lot of drama as well, and it was the only golf tournament I had a bit of interest in watching, to be honest, compared to what else was out there. But did you watch it?
Bits and pieces, yeah. It's obviously on at an awkward time.
Yeah.
Being down in Australia. It was weird having the first round start at like 8 o'clock p.m.
At night,
our time.
Yeah,
I was like, what is going? You're nearly a day behind yourself. But no, I watched a good bit. I watched a good bit of McIlroy, and yeah, I think you could tell he hadn't played for a couple of weeks. There was a bit of everything put in there. Great stuff, some wacky and weird things that he did, but also stuff that happened to him was
he had a fresh air and
fresh
everything.
air, and then literally had a banana skin.
Yeah,
never like the banana skin. You'll probably never see ever again.
It was
never seen it
mental,
before.
wasn't
It was just weird, but like the crowds that followed him were sensational, and like he always talks about trying to play a global schedule and trying to travel around the world, and the legacy and the meaning of what home opens are about. And you could definitely see that with Australia, and Australia is one of those places where I know LIV goes there as well next year too. You kind of forget about it in a sporting sense. and what they bring and what the fans bring to the occasion. The quality of the golf courses down there are fantastic as well. So, look, I'd be all for more events going down there. It's just a shame that this clashed with 2 other events, which is just a massive own goal by whoever organised this.
Yeah, it's hard, like, because they're always on the. I seen Rory has called for a day change in this tournament as well. Like, wants a day change, thinks this tournament should command a better field. It's the first time in 10 years he's went down. And a day change would be something that he's really, really pushing for.
Yeah, it nearly reminds you of the Irish Open debate. I would be in favour of a day change here, because it's coming off the back of the Aussie PGA. You have a chance there to get 2 world class fields, and sort of with the Nedbank and then the Hero clashing with this week, a little bit of a missed opportunity. Even though, like, from a home point of view, all the Australians performed well over the 2 weeks, so they definitely got what they wanted in that regard. But could have got more of the best Europeans playing, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's a time of the year thing. Europeans are just finishing. Some of them that have made their PGA Tour card. We'll get into the winner who did make his PGA Tour card and still managed to tee it up here and play well and win. But yeah, I just think this tournament as well, having the like a Rory down there, having the field that they've got to an extent, it really is a pat on the back for those wise people at Augusta National and the RNA that have gone with this National Open series, pushed ahead with rewarding National Opens like the Aussie Open here at Royal Melbourne, putting it up against tournaments offering more world ranking points in the Bahamas and South Africa this week. Even Rory came out and said in his press conference, if you compare this tournament to the other 2 tournaments going on in the world this week, there's no comparison, McIlroy said. Yes, the field in the Bahamas is stronger than the one here, but in terms of atmosphere, golf course, basically everything you're looking for in a top tournament, I can't think of many better venues and events than this. And he actually meant that. By him, he actually means it. And like you said, to see him back in tournaments like this and playing tournaments, this is going to be a big part of Rory McIlroy making his schedules going forward. Like, he played in India a few weeks ago as well, going playing tournaments like this. So more of the same, more of this. And hopefully, like, the tours are looking at this, and the European Tour, DP World Tour, if they're not going to do a global tour, world tour deal with LIV, they need to get their act together and stop having tournaments like an invitational in the Bahamas up against tournaments like this. This can't happen. It has to be, if this is the only time that the tours are going down there, they can't put it up against something big.
No,
it has to be like an alternate
own window.
It does. It definitely does. There's too many events, like too many things. But yeah, it was good to see the Aussies as well, even on that qualifying series as well. Before we get into the winners, Michael Hollick, Jose Luis Ballester, and then Adam Scott were the 3 players who qualified for the Masters and the Open. I know Adam's into the Masters already, but he wasn't in the Open.
Siwoo Kim got an Open place as well.
Yeah. He wasn't in the Open though, Adam Scott.
Yeah, so he got a place for that.
97 straight majors he's played in so far. So that pretty much fills him up for next year, that he's in 3 of the 4. He is waiting an invitation for the PGA, but he'll get his world ranking invite from that. So
yeah,
he'll break 100 majors. He'll break 100 majors in a row.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
It is outrageous. That's serious. He's only 45.
It's the first year since 2001, I think, that he's going to end, unless he plays again, outside the top 50 in the world.
He's only 45.
Yeah.
He's a year older than me. Now, I'm in the shape of my life now as well. But like, he is some specimen.
You went to Neil's once.
Haven't been back. Went to Neil's Conway once. Thought I was a fitness fanatic. That was it. Done. Off the train then, off the bus. But no, yeah, Adam Scott he's a serious operator. It's there was a lot of stuff at the start of the week as well. He played with Rory in the first 2 rounds, actually, didn't he, in this?
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, the Friday was like, it was like a Metallica concert.
It was
golf. Like, it was insane, the crowds that were at it. So it's great to see.
Yeah, no, I love the National Open, so the more of them that get supported, the better. And they should be having their own week as well. Like, they shouldn't be clashing with anything else.
Yeah, especially big things in the Bahamas like that on the PGA Tour. But McIlroy, although star attraction, finished tied for 14th. Like, earnings-wise, €16,500 for that finish. Like, it wouldn't... He's his own jet. It's not. It wouldn't pay the pilots for going down there for the week.
No.
So fair play to him for doing it. Like, the consolation, I suppose, the end of the season, he's made 36 million across both tours this year, which is
Insane.
unbelievable bread to be making playing golf. But no, I can't credit Rory McIlroy enough for going down and making an effort to go to Australia, play this tournament, and get it the eyeballs it deserves. So
Yeah, back next year as well.
Back next year as well. Yeah, well, that's the thing. This is the new Rory. This is what we're going to see. Hopefully he drags more people along with him. He did throw Royal Melbourne
Yeah, a little bit under the bus.
a little bit of a dig at the start of the week, which I laughed at. I chuckled at. Like, he can't help giving an honest answer, and
Yeah.
Kingston Heath probably is. I've never played either course, but like reading stuff online, there was no need to say it out loud. Like, the poor members of Royal Melbourne,
Yeah.
they're all waiting on Rory McIlroy, and then he goes and he just hammers them under the bus. But yeah, no, it was all good. It was all good. But Nurgard Peterson stole this trophy. Really, Kem, great finish.
Great finish, and then the other side of the coin is a bit of a calamity from Cameron Smith. But Nurgard Peterson's first DP World Tour win, 26 years of age, moves up to 51 in the world. Brilliant finish, birdie 3 of his last 7 holes, and great par on the last as well. I thought he'd won before because I came across him on the Challenge Tour last year, and he looked the business, and he's been, consistent all year on the DP World Tour. Got his PGA Tour card, so I just assumed that
in
he
his
had won.
first season, like straight away.
And like I'm sure Jamie Hodges and the lads, the Challenge Tour, are looking at this, or the Hotel Planet Tour, are looking at that result and smiling because he beat a pretty good field there as well. And look at the next Ryder Cup, which is something that we're obviously doing more than maybe we should with it being in Adair in 2 years. You're looking at lads like him and thinking, he's got a great chance of being on the team. And there's a lot of players coming through to the top echelons of European golf who've come off the Hotel Planet Tour in recent years as well. So you look at the feeder system for the DP World Tour as well, and a lot of people argue whether it's just a feeder for the PGA Tour and letting your 10 best players go. But like, he's going to be one of those players who goes to America and definitely holds his own, I think.
Yeah. At least he's going to America. A lot of them, some of them
Yeah,
decided
some of them
not to
aren't
go.
arsed.
We'll get into that later. But no, it was really good to see. And again, it re-emphasizes the positive pathways that are there. Like, we've seen, even, I keep mentioning Tom McKibbin, but he's done that the year before, goes straight from the Challenge Tour up, gets a win, kicks on next season. Nurgard Peterson's done it a year quicker. So it just goes to show, this time last year, he was on Challenge Tour. Now he's gone straight to the PGA Tour. He's a win under his belt. He's pretty much into all the majors next year now. He's just outside the world's top 50. He's claimed his Masters debut through this win as well on the Open Series. So yeah, it's great to see. He's a really, really good player, Nurgard Peterson. And it's interesting you're calling out, Ryder Cup. And it's not the first time he's been mentioned and stuff like that, but now that he has a win under the belt, he's kicked on to the PGA Tour as well. He definitely is one to watch.
Yeah, the irony of it is, at the Hotel Planet Tour final in 24, he won the overall rankings, I think, but he lost. He sort of threw away the actual tournament, and he lost out to Christopher Wrightan, who only went and won the Nedbank, which was coinciding with this, for his second DP World Tour win of the year. And he's another man who's just gone from strength to strength. He also got his PGA Tour card, and he's up to 33rd in the world. So, two great poster boys for what can happen if you can get yourself through the levels in the game
for European golf. No, it's good. It just re-emphasizes the system.
You sound like Amarim.
No, but it is the system, Yeah, that's Daniel Fark, you know. Going 3-5-2 now. That's it. Hit it up the big dom. It'll stick. Yeah, looking at that, then it's like Cam Smith. What are your thoughts on Cam Smith? I really enjoyed seeing him back playing golf, but like he has totally messed up his career, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's sort of not admitting to it, but he knows he's sort of in dire straits. He was saying, I just don't understand like what's going on. He said his game, feels close in practice, and his head scratching why he can't put results together. Now, he put one together this week, and saw a lot of people making the claim that because he's playing on LIV, where competition is quote unquote not serious.
I don't buy into that.
That's why he put the last. And I don't really buy into that at all.
No, I don't buy into that. But I do buy into he's probably got 250 million, and he probably doesn't work as hard as he did 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
He was. It's very hard to. This is what Rory has ahead of him, and this is what people like Nick Faldo were coming out in the last week and saying about Rory McIlroy. Like, Sir Prick thinks that he's not going to win another major. He's reached his Everest, and that's it. It's very hard to go again. Like with Cam, he cashed in after he won the major. He got he
was second in the world, won the Players, won the Open. Would have been world number one at some stage, I'm sure. Like even this week, coming second, he went from 354th in the world to 201st.
It's insane.
It's mental.
It's insane, yeah.
And very much out of sight, out of mind, he's become over the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, because he was such a you forget, he disappeared off the scene just as Scotty Scheffler was coming onto it in a big way, and we haven't seen them two go toe to toe, and we probably never will. He's kind of washed up now. He's achieved what he's going to achieve in golf, and without coming back full time to the tour and committing to that and being part of our everyday viewing and going up against the best players in the world. This is why I have a lot of admiration for the like of John Rahm and especially Tyrrell Hatton, that has actually come back and remained relevant, whereas Cam Smith has just disappeared.
Yeah, and we, because they're playing on LIV, well, I suppose every golfer at the moment, with the way the landscape is, we're judging them on majors. Like, you watch tennis, it's the same, judgment on Grand Slam. Snooker last night, Mark Selby said it's about the Triple Crown events, and you look at Cam Smith's major record since joining LIV. Initially, actually wasn't too bad. Tied 9th and tied 4th at the PGA and US Open in 23, and then he was tied 6th at the Masters last year, but he's missed his last 5 major cuts, and just seeping out of relevancy, really.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one. It's hard to know where he goes from here, or what will someone like him do when his LIV contract is up, and that's going to happen over the next year.
He'll get a renewal.
He will get a renewal, but would you want a renewal? If you have all the money you need, would you not just try and get that fight back and go back in? You've used LIV to, cash in. You've spent 3 years there. It's not for you. Move on.
Yeah, and I instantly think of the Deep World Tour could just put the arm around the shoulder and say, come on over to us when you're done.
There's a few people like that. Like Bryson's not going to move. John Rahm's not going to move. Guys like that. Hatton, I don't know. Like Tyrrell strikes me as the type of guy that, he's cashed in already. When his contract is up, he could be swayed back if it's, if it saves his Ryder Cup legacy. When you look at like Brooks, Cam Smith, guys like that it must be really hard for them to accept.
Yeah, but then again, like
Brooks
did win a major when he was playing on LIV as well.
He did. But they're irrelevant now. And I'm a fan of LIV golf. It's just when you have to go looking for stuff, and
I don't think that when you go to LIV, for want of a better word, the decline isn't instant. As I said there, Smith's record in majors was still pretty decent for a year or 18 months. Koepka won a major, but now the last year or two, they've done nothing.
Yeah.
And you look at Rahm's results in majors. I know he was second last year at the PGA, but in general, not great either. It's interesting to see the sort of peaks and troughs and how they're going in the majors if you're joining LIV.
Yeah.
Is there a decline that sets in after 2 or 3 years?
The 72 hole thing is going to be mad next year. like that they're going 72 holes in LIV and seeing how the dynamic of all that changes.
They must be sick of spending all this extra time with their families.
Yeah. No, but it will be. It'll be interesting to see what it does to the player's psyche, you know, the extra time, because you're literally adding 25% more workload onto them for the same prize funds in trying to get themselves world ranking points. I don't know. It's a strange one. It's mad. But yeah, we could talk about that till the cows come home. But going international, Hideki Matsuyama bookends 2025 with a win as he wins the Hero Challenge.
Hero World Challenge.
World Ranking
right.
Invitational Challenge. Like, it's just...
I
hate these tournaments. I hate these tournaments.
And, like, I hate talking about it because we've had the same conversation every year about this thing. Now, actually, in fairness, it was good viewing. I was kind of flicking over between that and the snooker, but
this doesn't bode well.
A big man for the bays. Big man for the bays. But like it was a thrilling finish. It sort of looked like Hideki was gonna coast home. Sepp Straka, as he tends to do when the big lads are up near him,
he's a bit
fade
flaky.
away. Yeah,
he's a bit flaky.
Yeah. And then Noren just, I don't know, birdies 3 of the last 4, brings it to a playoff, and all of a sudden he's world number 12, and you're thinking, where's he been? Like, where's he been for 2 years? Now he's world number 12.
Yeah.
And Hideki, caps off a bit of a meh year with I suppose you have to call it a big win.
It is, yeah, it is a big win. Like, it's a closed field event, but it's still PGA Tour win. 2 wins in a season, first time he's done that in a while.
Yeah, he won the tournament of not so champions.
The TOC,
yeah.
The TOC, the Tournament of Champions. Yeah, like, and even when you look at the prize money for that, like, he got 3.6 million for that. He set a new scoring record at that as well. I think he was 35 under par.
Yeah, and he got dogs abuse for it.
35 under par is like pitch and putt. That was the Century, it's called.
Yeah.
But they don't do that Tournament of Champions anymore.
They're not having it there.
The champions weren't set up. The champions
Yeah.
weren't coming. So yeah, 3.6 million for that. He got £1 million for this, like 1.2 million or something for winning this. But what, like, I don't know if you've seen the piece that Mark put up on the website about earnings. Hideki Matsuyama, like, we just spoke now about Rory McIlroy's made $35 million this season. How much do you think Hideki Matsuyama's made in his career on the PGA Tour?
In his career?
Yeah. Career earnings. Now, considering he's made, those 2 events, so he won $1 million $1 million this week, and he won 3.6 million at the start of the year. So that's like
McIlroy's won 35 million this
year.
I feel there's a trick question here.
It's not a trick question.
So Matsuyama's career PGA Tour earnings.
But Matsuyama's been around for 15 years.
Yeah, he has. And like, he's just a top 20 machine.
Yeah. Throw a number at it. Go on.
I don't know. 150 million?
No, 62 million.
Fuck.
It's not much.
Not much. That's
When you
why I
think
sensed there was a trick question. It's not. Yeah, it is. Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah, it's not much. We're saying sitting here. Yeah, it's not much. I guess 62 million. But from a career that he's in all these tournaments, he's won the Masters, he's done all that. Doesn't seem like a massive amount for what he's achieved in his career.
No,
yeah.
and like, even his major performances this year weren't great. And I'm looking at his world ranking here. He just pins around.
He just tips
the
away.
20s and the high teens in the world ranking.
Yeah.
Back up to 17th now. Just steady.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's good. But good to see Scheffler back.
What do you mean, Scheffler back? He won 2 majors.
No, but I'm saying good to see him back playing. Like, we haven't seen him in a while. He's back. He's a new driver in the bag now. This new TaylorMade as well. They've all got into this new product, but he's back playing well this time of the year as well. Like, it's it's just good to see him competing. Like,
yeah, well, he always was going to compete in this. I just hope he keeps away from the silverware in the house over Christmas.
But yeah, no, like, it was kind of a nothing tournament. We got some nice little insights into Tiger Woods at the start of the week on him joking about playing 25 times next season and stuff like that. And just a little insight into, I don't know, will we see him back? Did he mention, actually, will he be back for TGL or anything?
he's going to miss the start in January, don't they? He's going to miss his first team appearance anyway. Then Kevin Kisner sort of alluded that he might return to TGL in March, and that sort of sparked, all right, that'll be around 5-6 weeks before the Masters. That's when he'll come back and, you know, start playing properly, because at the moment he's only able to chip and putt. Recovery's been slower than he would have liked. Sort of I find it all very disinteresting, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really care if he plays or not. I think a lot of people have, maybe my generation, have moved on from Tiger. I don't really care if he plays or not anymore.
Really?
Don't care.
Honestly.
So
if you're going to go to the Masters now, if USM Gratian lets you in this time, you're going to go there in April, and if Tiger's playing, irrelevant, you couldn't care. You won't follow him, you won't look at him.
Yeah. I've been to Opens where I've not really cared if he's there or not.
You need to wash your mouth out. Golf is built on Tiger. No, not having that.
Gen Z nonsense.
Yeah, like that's... I find that mad because it's the... You know, I know he's not around, he's not a constant, but like what he's done, just to be in his presence and to see him physically hitting golf balls in the flesh, no matter where he is. Like the last Masters I went, so the year before last, I went out of my way. I think I said it to you. I might have said it on the pod. The Sunday morning, he was playing when Scotty was winning his, whatever, second green jacket. What year was that? We're going
23?
23, yeah.
4?
So, 24. No, 24. So, when Scotty was winning, Tiger was out first thing in the morning, played with your man, the amateur guy that was on Full Swing.
Shipley.
Yeah. Played with Neil Shipley, right? And to watch him, like what I brought away from that week was Sunday morning, going out, whatever it was, 7:30, 8 o'clock. He was one of the first groups out. Followed Tiger from start to finish. Like playing as a 2-ball, not many people. Watching him going around Augusta wearing red. Like he was hitting pins and everything on the back nine. It was savage to watch. Now he probably shot 69, 70, limping around the place, just watching a master at work. That is one of the memories of Augusta that I'll take with me for as long as I live. Just being able to watch him in red. I missed the year he was there to win in 2019. John from the office was at that one. But yeah, just iconic. When you, like, I don't get that mentality of Tiger, because I think when he's there, he's the first person on the media press list. I get what you're saying from a golfing point of view, but you just never know with Tiger. You don't know. In the right conditions, at the right tournament, I still think Tiger Woods will have a say in a top tier event between now and I'm hanging up, and that'll probably be a major. It'll probably be an Open, or it'll be a Masters that he gets involved.
Copied word to word what we say about Harrington,
but he'll get involved, and because it's a mindset. If he gets himself physically that he can actually swing from A to B, he just has the mindset to crush lads. Like I'll never forget what he did to them on. Like what he did to Brooks and Poulter and Molinari. I know they're not like, you know, they're not world beaters. But what he did in 2019 at that Masters that's one of the greatest sporting achievements ever.
Yeah, we won't do it again.
No, but he'll put himself in the mix somewhere, and the needle will well and truly move again for golf. Because no one's picked up the mantle that he's left behind yet. Hopefully Rory is coming close. If he starts 2026, like he
Nick Faldo doesn't think so.
But Nick Faldo definitely doesn't think so.
And Nick's never wrong.
So yeah, anyway, in a roundabout way, wash your mouth out. Don't ever say that about Tiger Woods again in my presence. But yeah, it was kind of a nothing event. The hero, he added a little bit to it. Down to South Africa then, you've already mentioned it. Right hand goes wire to Nedbank. Tied 16 finish for Tom McKibbin. I think that wraps up his year as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. He was in the mix after day one. Mike, this wasn't on TV at all, I don't think, was it?
I watched it. It was on Sky in the morning, yeah, because
I couldn't find it at all.
Because again, it was the opposite of the Aussie thing. This was on early in the morning. I like this type of, like I've always watched Nedbank.
I'd usually watch the Nedbank.
Yeah, and they had Ernie Els on comms as well. As always gives good insights. Your man that does the commentary on it, Dale Hayes, it was his last time commentating on it. He's kind of the voice of South African golf. But no, I like this. we're a couple of weeks off having like a rant and throwing the toys out of the cot as to where do we go with Irish golf on the pro level. And when you look at Golf South Africa, on the players they're churning out, on the what they do, on probably less resources than we do here in Ireland, but the structures they have in place with RSA golf and stuff like that, it's frightening when you see what they're churning out now and what they have across all tours on a global scale. It's a serious, like, it's a conveyor belt of absolute serious talent.
Yeah, well, like they 12 South Africans playing last week, but it just shows you, like, the Sunshine Tour is a big product of that as well. A lot of them come through that. But, like, again, it's a country that we don't visit enough, I'd say.
Yeah.
And again, this is a shame because they both, that and the Aussie Open, both got good fields. And it's kind of like, well, some of us are here, but some of us are there. And it's like, why aren't we all playing together? Because it's a great tournament. Great golf course, even though it's owned by our villain of the week award host, or whatever you want to call it, Gary Player. But again, yeah, from
Does
McKibbin,
he own Sun City?
it's the Gary Player Country Club.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't own it.
It's the Gary Player Country Club.
No, he doesn't fucking own it though.
But again, yeah, just on Tom McKibbin, great season. He's made LIV work for him. He got a lot of criticism for going, but he's definitely come out the other side. And he's look, he didn't even play last week, and he moved up to a career high 76 in the world, dropped to 78th for a 16th place finish, which just shows that the rankings are a bit of a shambles in their own right. But again, yeah, got to win.
The rankings
into the Masters, into
Canate.
the Open, full Canate. Yeah, it's like they're good generally, but you don't know when they're going to fuck up. Yeah, but again, he's top 80 in the world. You know, considering he was around the 150s earlier on this year, yeah, I'd say job done.
Yeah. No, it has been good. It has been good. Any other takes from the Nedbank?
Yeah. Did you see, I think it was Matt Baldwin shot from the bunker? Oh, Adrian Sadier shot from the bunker on I can't remember what hole it is. But it causes absolute havoc. If you miss the fairway, it's a layup. Because it's a long par 4. Water hugs the left-hand side. The green, the fairway kind of tilts to the right, but the green kind of shapes around then to the left. Sort of like a half island green. Sadier's in this bunker, leading the tournament at the time, I think. And the commentators were like, yeah, he has to lay up. He's sort of up against the lip as well. Has to lay up. You know, there's no advantage going with the green. Missed it left, he's in the water, and you're going to make 6. And he nails it to about 35 feet, right over the flagstick. It was an unbelievable shot, given the context of the hole.
Yeah.
Not one of those shots that goes to like 5 feet, and you're like, oh my God. Just the pure skill to get it on the green. That was one of the highlights, because it is probably the feature hole on the golf course, and every year when I do watch the Nedbank, it's a hole that causes just carnage.
Yeah. I know. That's what it's all about, right? Well,
Scoring was better than usual as well. Usually it's around the single digits under par that does well there.
Yeah. Right, on to from that. It's kind of a roundup of loads of different things going on. Like, we're in Q School, sort of finishing off. I did see you did a piece actually with Sarah Byrne. Last week you caught up with her, and would I play LET and Epsom again? No, but she's no regrets after a testing rookie year.
Yeah, one of those things where I only found out that's the wrong decision by doing it. Like, she's not left wondering, you know, would it have been right, would it have been wrong? At least she knows. So where is she now? She's very comfortable. She's retained her LET card. Funnily enough, she decided around July time, I can't do the boat tours anymore. I can't keep hopping over the Atlantic to America, then having to go to Switzerland, or, you know, being in California one week and then I'm over here in Germany the next. She just can't happen anymore. So decided to focus on the LET, came 5th in Switzerland, made 4 of her last 5 cuts, kept her card. And genuinely, she said if the season started next week, I'll be gunning for it. This, like, next year seems like her first real proper season. This year was a bit of a mess, just travel-wise, and she seems to have momentum now in her sales. because it was a really, really tough year. Spoke to her at the Irish Open at Carton House, and she was a very tired and dejected figure. She was worn out by the whole thing. Sort of was caught between a rock and a hard place by playing on 2 tours. Her LPGA dream had sort of gone by the wayside because results weren't going her way, and then she was always looking over her shoulder at the sort of relegation zone on the LET, and that puts its own pressures on because you don't want to go back to Q school. And I think credit to her for making the brave decision in your first year as a pro to tackle both tours and see how you go, but also to, keep it together, battling a lot of swing changes, but still manage to grind out and, keep your status for next year. She admitted that she maybe was a little bit naive, thinking because she's a great 2024, as we know, winning twice on the college scene and playing on the Curtis Cup team. She was riding that wave of momentum. She sort of half thought, I can keep doing that, but pro game's obviously a lot different with the travel and all the logistics that go with that, and you have to manage yourself and manage your time. So yeah, she figured out a lot this year, and going into next year definitely has a greater sense of maturity for what it takes to succeed at the pro level. And I think personally she's definitely one to watch next year.
Yeah. No, it's good. It does seem positive. It's one of those things that you kind of have to do it to learn it.
Yeah.
And now she knows exactly what. And like to do that and not drop back a level and to figure out where you go. So she's well set up. I'd agree with you. She's well set up next year to actually move up to another tier.
Yeah, well, the problem with that is, and we're like, you're sort of looking at that now with Lauren Walsh, depending on how her Q school goes over the next couple of days, there's no reward for the LET really. Like, I know Lauren came top 10, the Order of Merit, will get a couple of major championship invites, but you're only getting the final stage of Q series, whereas the Epsom Tour gives, I think, 15 cards for the LPGA Tour. So you can see where Sarah was coming from by trying to go that route, but she just caught up in trying to actually chase the LPGA too early. And
she kind of had to, because if Sarah went over and just did the American stuff and then falls shy on the Epsom, then you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
When you come back, where she was trying to do both, saying, right, my insurance policy is the playing on the LET and locking that card up, as well as trying to kick on the other side of the Atlantic. But no, fair play to her. No, it's good. On that then, Lauren Walsh, you've mentioned her there already. So she's still got a fighting chance of clinching her LPGA Tour card. She did unbelievably well just to get this far. Like, last week was a tough week.
Yeah. She
made it by a couple of points.
Yeah, and you're nearly given a stay of execution in many ways when you look at it like that. I think she made the top 10, the LET Order of Merit, by a couple of points, which gets her the final stage of Q Series this week, and she flew over. First day rained off completely. So the tournament was extended an extra day into Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And then round 3 was rained off, so it's actually been taken from 90 holes to 72. She shot an opening 74, which really did put her behind the 8 ball, really. Came back with a 70 in round 2, and then played 5 holes at round 3 on Sunday. 1 under for those 5, got her to level par. She's back out on the course, and not sure when this podcast is going to go out, but at the moment anyway, she's 2 under par through 9 holes, 1 under par overall, which is tied 33rd, and is only 1 shot off the top 25, which will get you a card for next year. So definitely has a fighting chance, and maybe actually the tournament being reduced will actually suit her.
Yeah.
So she has a chance. She's not going to trouble the leaders, which is Preen, Delacour, Leah John, Helen Bremo, and 10 under. So she's definitely going to be fighting for 25th place, which she has a chance. Only 1 off now at the moment, so things are looking up. Yeah.
And she's good enough to do a bit of damage in the last round of that as well. So on top of that then, in the States, David Carey booked his final stage on the PGA Tour Q School. So
yeah,
it's been an interesting year for him.
It has. This was another event that was rained off. It was supposed to be 4 rounds, and I think they actually started the final round and they called it a day, which is very harsh on some of the players who were looking to get into that cut mark. But Carey finished second, led the way after rounds of 69 and 64, and then close with a level par round of 72 to finish 2 shots off the pace, which actually, if he had won it, it would have given him Corn Ferry status for next year. And he goes to the final stage now this week, or next week, I think it is actually the 11th to the 14th. No, it's this week. And top 5 players get PGA Tour cards for next year. But if he comes in the top 40, he'll get Corn Ferry status. Which
is
again,
massive.
which would be massive for him. I mean,
But it's bigger than the Challenge Tour.
Like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is now, to be fair. And there is, again, a good progression from the Corn Ferry Tour. Like, he's no stranger to, going low. Shot 57 in the Alps Tours Trevino Open in 2019. Played the Open in 2022. Made the cut. Top 20 after 2 rounds as well. Played 2 PGA Tour events as well after Monday qualifying. So he's been in and out. And then 2024, he was just ill for much of the year. So basically wrote off that year and hasn't really played much this year either. But it was always his aim to try and give the final stage of Q School a go and at least get there. Like, at the moment, worst comes to worst, he'll be on the PGA Tour Americas next year, which I think Paul Conroy might have played on this year as well. So, like, he just needs to get his foot in the door somewhere because he's been sort of off the radar for 2 years.
He's a great follow on TikTok.
At 29, like, as well, he's still loads of time.
Do you follow him on TikTok?
Yeah.
He's very good. Like, his play 9 holes with are outrageous around Castleknock, and I seen him. He did one at Larinjal in Quinta del Lago there a month or so ago as well. He's very, very good. So if you're not following him on TikTok or Instagram, do.
Plays a lot of pitch and putt as well.
Yeah, it's class.
Which
to
is
see.
no harm, like, because you need to go
scoring,
low.
yeah, and he is not afraid to go low. Like, he's put in Monday Q Schools. He's put in 61s and 2s last year. So yeah, no, he's going about it a total different way than everybody else that we would talk about on this podcast. That he goes and he will go across to America randomly for a month, play a few Monday qualifiers, try and get in, and it's another form of gambling. You're gambling that way rather than paying 500 quid a week for an entry into a clutch tour event. Like, they just don't interest him.
Yeah. But there's more reward though as well for Monday qualifying because you never know what can happen if you get there.
Yeah.
You mentioned different. He certainly is different.
Yeah, no, he's
in every sense.
Yeah, he's good. I like him. I like him as an individual. I like the way he approaches things and the way he explains things. Like, he's out there. He is out there, and he's kind of our version, even with the flat caps and stuff like that, of Bryson. The way he goes about the place, and he absolutely murders the ball.
He played the Open with 2 drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's out there. He's good. But yeah, worth a follow on social. I've seen as well in Roundup new date for the Open Championship in 2028. It's a strange one because the Olympics are playing havoc with the overall schedule. So we're going to have an Open the first week in August.
Yeah, kind of like it was before they moved to PGA. Yeah, don't really.
It drags out major season, which is nice.
Yeah.
The Olympics, we're not going to have April till middle of July. Like, it gives us another 2.5, 3 weeks of major season.
Yeah, and from a fan's point of view, it actually might boost golf in the Olympics, just from the sense it'll be a nice thing to have because we have the Open coming now in a couple of weeks after this or whatever it might be. Whereas when, the Olympics were on in Paris, yeah, they were grand, but it was more a case of the golf season's over anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy enough with this change. Actually, I think now that I think about it.
No, it'll be good. Anything else in Roundup you wanna?
Yeah, just the Golf Ireland schedule for 2026 was released.
Yeah.
So
Woodbrook,
yeah, it's sort of it's been the capital of women's amateur golf in Ireland for the last couple of years. It's got 2 events. It has the men's and women's home internationals and then the inaugural East of Ireland, which I think is great. I think it's brilliant to see Golf Ireland adding more provincial events for the women.
Yeah.
It's really, really good to see, and because they will get a good feel of that, I would hope anyway. Another couple of things, they have the West of Ireland Women's Amateur Championship as well, which is the West and the East, just to add in there. The North has had a date change from September to the 11th of May. No, not the 11th, the 13th to the 15th of May in Royal Portrush, so it's going back to Portrush after what I thought was a great staging in Port Stewart. I thought Port Stewart might be a candidate to take this on full time, but obviously not. It's I think the date change needed to happen, But
to get a better field.
yeah, it did. Because even though Rafferty like created history and everything, there was no one really there, and there was no real promotion around the tournament. I know they've changed the format of it as well, but it just makes May a little bit busy. You've got the Munster men's, then you've got the Irish Am on the 7th to the 10th, then the 13th to 15th is the North. So
A lot of golf.
it's a lot of golf. And then you have the East at the end of May. So it's not usually the 1st or the 3rd of June or at that sort of time. It seems to be a week earlier, just maybe with the bank holiday falls. But yeah, it's a lot of golf. 3 men's championships in a month is a lot. One of them's going to suffer.
Back to back to back to back.
One of them's going to suffer, and
Yeah.
we'll see that as the time comes closer.
Well, I think
But
that's-
happily, doesn't clash with the Leinster final next year.
You won't need to
I
worry
was
about
looking.
that. You're grand. You won't need to worry about that. When's the Tulchin Cup on?
Huh?
Right, heroes and villains. I think we'll get stuck straight into. So, Gary Player Villain of the Week. I have 2 nominations.
Okay.
My first one is Justin Thomas,
Why? Why?
just because he's an arsehole. No, it's just a bizarre over and back that he had last week with the groundskeeping crew. I don't know. Did you see this online?
Yeah.
The
About-
groundskeeping
yeah.
crew. About like he
The
had a
Ryder
go
Cup
with
with
them
Keegan
about
Bradley,
the setup
yeah.
and stuff like that, and then he was not expecting one of the crew to come back and say, "Well, actually, hang on a minute, JT. Nobody, Keegan or nobody from the Ryder Cup team communicated with any of the ground staff for the whole week of the Ryder Cup about setup, about what was going on. He kind of had a bit of a go about the setup and what they wanted, and maybe things didn't pan out for them the way they wanted. And then he had to back down big time because your man just put out a statement. One of the greenkeepers put out a statement, and it got picked up by the media, literally putting him back in his box, saying like, we had no contact from anybody teams wise. And then JT had to go saying it was PJ of America and stuff like that. I was talking about not the groundskeeping staff. He's done an unbelievable job and all this. He had to
He
step
was sweating then.
Oh, he had to step away from it. So yeah, little snake. So
Any chance you get?
any chance I get to dig it into JT, even though he's an investor in Mighty Leeds, we have to dig him out. And the other one then was even though I like him and I like what he's done, Laurie Cantor, going straight back to LIV after being thrown off LIV, coming back, working his way back in through the European Tour, and then the second he makes the top 10, signs for LIV again. He's gone full Majestics again.
Because I remember when he left the first time, he was going well on the DP World Tour, and you're thinking, okay, this guy, look to see where he goes here. And then it's literally the same scenario, only the fact that he actually got where he could have got to 3 years ago. And now he's just not throwing it away, but giving it to Dan Brown.
Well, that is the only positive. And it's the one criticism, and I know it's different. The one criticism when Tom McKibbin made his move, he left it so late that it was February by the time. So the place could not transfer. Whereas now, Laurie Cantor did it so early that the season was still going that it could actually transfer back. So Dan Brown actually benefits from that spot, and he gets a PGA Tour spot. Whereas when Tom McKibbin went, because Tom McKibbin had Team Cup and stuff like that to look forward to in January out in Abu Dhabi and stuff when he was going across. So that was the one negative around that he left it so late that he kind of, it's not my problem what's happening behind me. I'm doing this and that's it. Whereas Cantor doing it so early. But he still gets a villain nomination for me for, flip-flop.
Yeah, it is
It's a
shame.
random one.
Yeah.
They must be getting good money for doing it. That's all you can pin it on. And it is a job at the end of the day, but I just thought Laurie Cantor would have backed himself going to the States. But obviously not.
Majestics for the Team Championship 2026.
Majestics are back. And Stenson looking to come back to the DP World Tour. That's even more random.
Yeah. Don't want him.
No, we don't want him. Don't want him. Good luck. Right. Do you have any villains to add to that?
No, Laurie would have been mine, but only because I think it's because I gotten to sort of like him.
Yeah.
playing and watching them.
Right, that's grand. Justin Thomas gets it. Perfect. Done.
All right, give it to JT.
Give it to JT. Right, Paddy Harrington, Heroes of the Week.
Who are your heroes?
I'm straight out to get. I only have one. The man himself, Paddy H, gets it.
For the video.
Oh, unbelievable. Don't talk to
But you
my
hate
golf
Dan
ball.
Robb.
I know, but it was so
I'm
good.
so conflicted by this.
It was so good. He put him into his box. Like, don't talk to my golf ball. And then he talks again. Did you hear something there? I just thought it was so good. When Harrington's mic'd up and you get him to play to the cameras like that, he is very, very good.
Mm.
It was super, super content. So yeah.
The thing about the putter was great as well.
Yeah. No, it was so good. It was so good.
Throwing away my putter cover.
Yeah, because there's a bang of I want to resell this. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
putter covers. Yeah. I know, it was good. But yeah, it was random. I never noticed that about Paddy. He never had a putter cover in his career.
No, and
Very
the
random.
thing about talking to the golf ball is mad, considering how often he deliberates over a shot with Ronan. Like,
Yeah, but I'd say Ronan never talks. Like, strange things. Harrington comes out with the most random stuff. Like, I remember about 8 months ago, he was on doing a press thing, and he was saying, right, give me something that's random that you've been doing or that you're at that no one's noticed. And he goes, oh yeah, with me driving for the last year, I've been going double overlap.
double overlap.
Double overlap on his, so he's overlapping 2 fingers.
I don't-
We're both holding it. Yeah, you struggle with a single.
I enter, like, I don't even overlap.
Yeah, so he's double overlapping with his driver.
What even is the overlap?
It's a good podcast. But yeah, so he's putting his last 2 fingers on his right hand are sitting over his left hand for driver, because he said it's getting him more connectivity and getting him an extra 2 or 3 mile an hour swing speed, which is bonkers.
He is Tim Rice on steroids.
Yeah, he is. I'd say more heroin than steroids. It's mad. It's great. No, but I'd listen to Paddy all day. But yeah, those little things. Do you have anyone else for hero?
I had David Carey down.
For hero?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He hasn't got it in yet, but I just think it's nice to see him in with a chance.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. Yeah. No, it is good to see. It's good to see. And like,
And whoever threw the banana skin at the Aussie Open is also, I think, worth a mention.
yeah, so Harrington gets it.
Yeah.
So my two nods get it for this week. But yeah, we'll be back again next week. There's not as much golf to get through. Few bits and bobs, locking up the Q School stuff. Be interesting to see with David Carey. We do have some interviews in the bag as well that we'll bring to you throughout December and over Christmas time. I know you had a good chat in the last week or two with James Sugru, and we hope to get the 2 Walker Cup boys as well, having a chat. So yeah, lots to do between now and Christmas, but we will have a few pods dropping more your interview style rather than your event reviews, look forward and look back. So yeah, cheers for tuning in. We won't be doing many of these live type ones between now and the start of January when the tours kick back off again. So cheers for everybody for tuning in. Like, we've been getting some serious stats back, even looking at like Spotify Wrapped come out the other day. Like, we're up 64% just on Spotify listens this year on last year. So the growth is there, and you guys listening really makes the world a difference. And yeah, do support Flowgas as well. Visit flowgas.ie. Have a look at what they're offering, and thanks to them for their support all year, continued support. And yeah, thanks to you, Ronan, for coming in here. And I know it's your job.
No, it's
Like,
your
I'm very
job.
keen to say it's
Yeah.
your job, but like, still, it's good. It's good. We've big plans to grow it even further in 2026, and yeah, all good. So we'll be back again next week, and yeah, cheers for tuning in.